Discord. What is going on to all my early COGs? Not only that, guys, all the people over in the Discord, shout out to all the love and support you guys that are continuing to show. I got to give my people what they want, and you guys showing that you want to have a late night live stream with your boy Obi. So that's what we're going to do here today, guys. And give me a few moments so I can pull up the live chat here on my mobile device, guys, so I can keep up with what you guys are saying. But in the meantime, I see a lot of who all here is in ARTL. If you took that major buy alert, let me know, guys, here in the live stream comments. Yeah, guys, I haven't did a live stream in a while. I knew it was like very needed, especially headed into tomorrow's trading. Very crucial. Let's take a look here though. I'm just pulling up the live chat here on my phone, but first thing I want to take a look at here, guys, is ARTL. You know, this was our recent major buy alert, and we got some news on OPAD as well, guys. We know Zillow actually is breaking off, so that should leave us some room for OPAD to actually eat away from their market. But looking here though, guys, let's take a look here at the 1 minute chart for ARTL. As you can see here, guys, ARTL did see some massive buying pressure in the pre-market. Very huge buying pressure. If we take a look here at the analysis though, as far as the order flow distribution, as you can see here, guys, the order flow distribution was showing us more buying during the trading day on all three levels. Not only that, the type of turnover rate we see here, if we take a look here at this day chart. Now that's the 4 hour. I'm sorry about that, guys. This is what we call the day chart. As you can see here, guys, anytime a stock is actually rising up this fast, even though that we did actually on this day that we hit the $1.32, we closed here at 86 cents. Basically, ARTL is showing a swing cycle here, guys. And a swing cycle allows, it's very easy to buy a bottom here and sell for the high each and every day. So we see a lot of swing traders and day traders entering this play. As you can see here, huge volume. Okay, guys, with this type of huge volume, I do feel as though that this major buy alert is going to pay off relatively faster than most of the major buy alerts we have here on the channel, guys. Due to the fact that huge volume is coming into play, guys, eventually that's going to be more buying than selling on a huge scale. But if we take a look at what really went on here in the pre-market, guys, we do see some institutional buying going on here. It's not going to be accounted for here in the order flow distribution, so that large scale would have been higher if that was the case. But one thing about ARTL, guys, this stock just recently got a upgrade, and it is said that it can see at least 400% upside from the 92 cent we saw once they made that announcement. My price target for is $22.75. I do believe that we can comfortably reach those levels here as far as our major buy alert goes, guys. Once we hit the 275, I plan on personally selling off 80% of my position and then keeping 20 in there to keep it rolling, guys, because if we can't hit that $44, I want to have at least my low cost average still in the stock, with at least 20% of my position still hanging in there. So with that being said, man, ARTL, just looking at the type of volume, guys, I'm feeling comfortable with holding these shares. I do believe that we will see those $2.75 prices sometime around next week, guys. It's going to start moving here pretty fast. We're starting to get a lot of buzz here in ARTL. You know, we bought into this thing, I want to say, was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? Let me know, guys, all you guys in the Discord. I believe it was yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. We got my boy Holden got that ARTL at 96 cents. Nice cost average, guys. Nice cost average for that one. But just pulling it up here really quickly, guys. My live chat on the phone. And another thing, guys, don't miss our raffle. Okay, we are raffling off a MacBook Pro. Okay, tickets are $25, guys. We're actually raffling it off here on the channel. We're going to be going live. We're going to press the generator button. We're going to generate it on a live stream so you guys can see that it's a fair raffle. We're just going to push the generate button, and may the lucky winner win. It's a MacBook Pro, which will make a very great tool for trading and a gift to anyone out there. Pulling it up on my phone now, so I don't have to be going back and forth to the screen. But let's see what you guys see. And I'm just waiting for it to pull up on my phone, guys. Give me a little bit of time. A little bit of time, guys. Yo, Obi. Alright, guys, we're giving out a free entry in the raffle here on the live stream. It's just a little trivia question. Easter egg, should I say. Just got a super chat, $2 super chat from my boy PC Fanboy. Say, can you talk about ADTX? Sure, we sure can. We very sure can, my boy Fanboy. ADTX. As you can see here, guys, we saw some nice buying pressure towards the end of the day on today's trading. Far as the aftermarket hours, we did drop that 8.76%. We're currently seeing nice volume on today's trading, but the only concern I have here is this turnover rate. If you look here at this day chart, guys, yes, this thing did bounce up pretty heavy today, but seeing that thing actually over 100% just off the first spike like this, guys, is very concerning. That may be the reason why we're down close to 10% here in the aftermarket hours. But if you take a look here at the large scale orders, I do like what I see here. We see buying on all three levels. Okay, we see buying on all three levels. But as far as this day chart goes, I do believe tomorrow we will be seeing levels around $1.97. We can't see those levels, guys, due to the fact that the type of selling pressure that actually came into the stock at during the aftermarket hours. Take another look here at the 1 minute. You can check those out. Low volume in the aftermarket. Not only that, huge selling being done. We do see some institutional pullouts here in the aftermarket hours, guys. Small institutions, but it really did hurt the stock. Let's take a look. Let me check out the financials. Financials is okay, not the greatest. Debt is 36.89. That is not too high, but it is not the best, guys. But as far as this stock goes, I do believe tomorrow we will see a red day here, guys. Too much selling pressure is in the aftermarket. I believe that soon this thing actually kicks off in the pre-market tomorrow. We're going to see another step down here in the stock. This was basically a retail rally, guys, behind these institutional buy-ins. We see one here and we see one here, guys. This one right here was, I watched this candle actually move up on today's trading, and that was retailing going on here. My connection. Let's check out what the boys back home are saying. They have a COVID pill. Oh yeah, fanboy. They do got the COVID pill. The oral form, and we know anything that's oral form, guys, tend to bring in huge revenue. Let's see. Hey, Obi, can you take a look at BL Blink? Let me take a look at Blink, huh? Blink charging. Under volume today. Let's check out the day chart. Let's see how long this thing been under this average. 1 day. Broke average here. Broke above average. So we recently just basically recently we have just traded under the average, guys. As you can see here, the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The last 5 trading days we actually been above the average volume. Today was one of those days that we weren't, but as you can see here, low turnover rate. We're starting to see some stagnant trading here, basically trading in the same area that we have been trading here in the last 4 days. That's a good sign that Blink is going to be making a shift here pretty soon here in the price. One thing about the charging stations though, they are going to be big. They're going to be the next gas stations. They are the future, guys. So just like Warren Buffett says, you want to invest in something that's a futuristic stock, guys. And when it comes to investing, the only thing that matters to that, guys, is the outlook on that industry in the future. Okay, so we know that these charging stations are going to be a big thing. What we're currently looking at here is the day chart. We did close down 2.14%, not much. Okay, low turnover rate, but if we look here at the analysis and check out this order flow distribution, as you can see here, the last 5 days, guys, if we add that up, the outflow is outpacing it here on a 5-day scale, but we do see selling here on the medium as well as the small. So we received selling on all 3 levels here today, guys. If we take another look here, as you can see here, guys, during the pre-market though, we did receive some buying pressure. Okay, huge candle, very huge candle. This minute alone, we only saw 533 shares being moved around, but that was for a 2.66% gain. If we take another look here at the free float, guys, we do see 6 million shares actually being held. Last report, which was 6:30. We should be seeing a report here pretty soon though. Let's take a brief look here at the institutional holdings. When the last time? Yeah, 6:30 was the last report on that. But as far as Blink Charge goes, guys, I do believe that this stock is a long-term hold. Okay, this should be a between $70 and $85 stock when it's all said and done, guys. And if you're in this play, can you please write it in the live comments below. Checking out. Let's see some. What else you guys talking about here? ATER. You guys want to talk that ATER, huh? Yeah, go run over ATER. ATER really quickly. ATER has been in a downtrend as far as this day chart goes, though. As you can see here, we did see that stagnant trading, guys. We did break up towards the upside, but it didn't last long, guys, and we made another step down here. But we're starting to see some stagnant trading here in the last 3 days, guys, which can be a very great sign for another move, which can actually move up or down, guys. So be looking out for ATER. Take a look here at what happened here on today's trading. Okay, today's trading, we did see very low volume compared to its average. That is concerning, especially when the order flow distribution is looking like this, guys. As you can see here, we see more selling being done on that medium scale, but that is a huge difference. Okay, huge difference. We see slight buying in comparison to the outflow though. But if we take a brief look here at the 1-minute chart, guys, you know what I'm talking about here. As you can see here, we saw buying pressure that isn't accounted for here in this order flow distribution, but we do see some nice institutional pullouts, which actually cause selling pressure here on the retail investor. Only briefly broke above the VWAP, not long. Okay, guys, we spent most of our day under the VWAP, which was going to be a huge sign that this thing was going to see some selling pressure here in the aftermarket. Now, you want to keep your eyes out on this play. for the rest of the month, guys, as far as actually getting a very good average cost, because I do believe that we will be approaching levels of $5.60 before we see a definite turnaround, because it's not looking good right now. But shout out to my boy Charlie. Any strategy you'd like to share for taking profits on the way up? ARTL as an example. Thanks. Shout out to my boy Charlie, man. That really does help the YouTube channel. Not only that, guys, it does show the appreciation that you guys have for me and what I do here on the channel. Now, what I wanted to basically to answer that question, Charlie, my suggestion, it all really depends on the outlook of the company. Like if I'm already going into this play knowing that I'm gonna hold this thing for 6 months or maybe a year, then the leaving 20% in after I see 100% gain would be my go-to. But if I consider it a trade right off bat, I tend to sell the complete thing. It all really depends on the type of trade it is. If it's an investment and I'm planning on holding it long term, then I will determine then, okay, I'm not going to actually sell anything right away. But if it's considered a trade, I tend to actually sell. It's really hard to say that, Charlie, because every situation is different. For instance, we might be in the stock tomorrow that is actually halting up 40% each and every time. So far as actually locking in gains, it isn't a set way to do it. That's something that you tend to go with your gut, because if you stick to a certain type of process, you can either be leaving money on the table, because each trade is different. Each trade has different type of buying pressure, different sizes of institutional holdings, guys. A lot of factors come into play, but you got to really go with your gut. Now, if it's a risky play, I tend to actually sell. It all really depends. If it's a day trade and I went very heavy, let's say I put 40 grand into a play and I'm up 15%. I might sell it all completely. It all really depends, though. So you really got to go with your gut. But the type of process that I am very fond with, guys, is the leaving house money into it. If you're able to, once you make enough gains and you're able to actually pull more out than your initial buy-in and able to leave a decent chunk in there, guys, that is how I go about locking in gains moving forward. But far as ARTL goes, now since I set my PT at $2.75, I plan on personally selling 80% of my ARTL at $2.75, and I will leave 20% in there to actually, maybe we might reach the recent price target from analysts, which is $4. So that's what I will be leaving my 20% in for, to see if we can touch those levels. But if we take another look here at ARTL, this is what I want you guys to take a brief look at. As you can see here, the short interest is actually coming down here in ARTL for a reason, guys, because hedge funds and shorts realize that this company is about to make a very great turnaround here pretty soon. So that is why that short interest is actually coming down a little bit. We see the days to cover are actually being taking a little bit longer for them to cover, the way that this ARTL has been trending. But guys, we're starting to see a lot of buzz on this stock. Very, very lot of buzz here on the stock. Just got another super chat from my boy Sliden. Can you take a look at ADMP? Let me know your thoughts. ADMP. All right, we a little bit familiar with that one, guys. ADMP Recently we did see that huge spike here, as you can see here, coming from that $96 all the way to that. No, I'm sorry about that again, guys. 96 cents all the way to $1.48. Okay, very, very quickly. This is the type of stock you want to be in. The way that I love this pattern. Okay, guys. Basically, we see some stagnant trading between levels of $1.08 in between $1.85. No, $1.29 and 85 cents. So we're seeing some a wide range of consolidation here in ADMP. Let's take a look here at the news. Right, 16 after 13. 18. But no recent news here. But as you can see here, guys, estimated borrow fee on this thing is quite low. Only thing that was very concerning here for today's trading was that low volume. Only closing here down 90.94 isn't bad. But my thoughts on this thing, as far as a long-term hold, it does look good. I do like the products that they are working on here. If we look here at this balance sheet, the only concern I have here is the balance sheet. Very concerning. As you can see here, 30.85 on the total assets, with the liabilities coming in very closely at 27.37. Debt to asset is quite high, 288.67. So far as looking at this as a thing to be holding for 4 to 6 years, that may not be ideal. But far as holding this thing for those approvals, maybe the way to go. But as you can see here, the same type of thing happened here in Cara, guys. As you can see here, when the day that this thing got approved by the FDA, institutions locked in some gains. If we take a look here at the institutional holdings here, they do hold a nice stake, 12.56% of the shares outstanding. So they do have a presence here. All right, I'm back, guys. As far as ADMP, tomorrow's trading, let's take a brief one over at the analysis really quickly. Order flow distribution. I like that large scale. It's not too much. Only reason why I like it because we didn't see any movement on outflow in today's trading. But as you can see here, all the other levels we did see some selling pressure on it. Not the small. You look here at the percentages, even though that they're both 0.14, percentage is showing 12.90 here. So more buying pressure here, slight buying pressure here on the inflow small scale, but we see selling pressure on the medium. Looking at these key indicators, guys, the day chart and how we closed here in the aftermarket hours, I do feel comfortable to say that ADMP should see a green day here tomorrow. So if you're in this play, let me know. All right, we're gonna take a rundown talk here on my recent, what's been going on with fat double B's, man. Guys, I made this thing a alert in the Discord yesterday. It did rise up. After that alert, I did put another alert out here on today's trading when it was around $22. This is the wrong fat, by the way. This is it. Sorry about that, guys. It was FATBBB. As you can see here, the buying pressure that we received here this morning, guys, I did make this thing, put an alert out here yesterday around $10.30. Okay, saw a great opportunity to sell it here at $29, but I got out at 18 yesterday, guys. But for those that actually got the alert late, had a great opportunity to sell it at today's price here at $24.84. So if you did take my alert here on the stock, can you please, guys, give me a thumbs up on this video? Matter of fact, how many likes we got here? 57 likes, guys. We got 134 current viewers. Hit that like button. All right, everybody smash that like button, guys. It is free to smash that like button. As far as fat brands goes, though, guys, I do believe that tomorrow we will see some more buying pressure here heading into the pre-market hours. We're seeing huge volume in comparison to the outflow. No, I'm sorry about that. We see huge volume in comparison to the average volume. As you can see here, guys, average volume is only 273,000 shares being moved around on the average day. Range rate was exciting here today, 79.83%. But as you can see here, that turnover is quite low for the type of volatility and buying pressure that we were receiving here. Okay, guys, looking here at this day chart, it is phenomenal. Looking at these last two candles, guys, this is something that you usually don't see here in the stock market whatsoever. So far as FATBB, it does look like a very good thing to have grabbed here on today's dip, guys. I do believe that this stock can be trading around $50 here pretty soon. So if you're in the play, let me know in the comment section below, as well as the live stream, guys. Let's get that going. OPAD, oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that, guys. OPAD. Now, OPAD is looking good. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you, brothers, why out there. All right, this is why. Here we go. This is one I want to talk about. One of the top investing stories of the week. We're talking about when Zillow, guys. We're talking about the Zillow news. And I didn't make OPAD a major buy alert off this news. So I didn't know this was going to happen. So this is actually a hidden gem for us, guys. One of the top investing stories of the week was the announcement from Zillow Group that it is exiting the home buying business. While the news is negative for Zillow, it could benefit two competitors that went public via SPAC merger. One of the top investing stories of the week was announced from Zillow Group that it is exiting the home buying businesses. While the news is negative, we already read that part, but what happened? Zillow announced as part of the third quarter financial results that it is exiting the home business. Zillow offers, as a result, the company will sell the more than 7,000 homes it owns and also lay off 25% of its workforce, guys. Very devastating for Zillow. But with Zillow out the way, Open Door Technologies, which is OPEN, OpAD Solutions, which is OPAD, which is our third trade here, guys, could benefit with one less competitor. Okay, that is very true, guys, and Zillow was a big competitor. Now, the exit of Zillow could also signal some headwinds and negatives for online home buying and selling by the company, which could reflect in upcoming earnings for both companies, guys. Now, I'm not concerned about it. I do believe OPAD will have a nice earnings, guys, and that should put us in a very great position to actually sell this thing here around $9 being our floor. Now, if we take a brief look at what happened here today, yes, we were under volume, but we closed for a gain, guys. So we know this low volume that pushed us up here 5.60%. A lot of this was buying, okay? Most of this was total buying here, guys. Very, very great sign here for OPAD moving forward. We know we have that earnings report here on the 10th. Now, the reason why we're not seeing any large-scale movement here, guys, we're going to see a lot of it here on the day of the earnings, right after we hear that. But OPAD is in a very good place, guys. I hope you are still holding your shares. I don't want people leave any money on the table because it is going to generate that for us. I'm gonna look at Prog really quickly. I've been seeing a lot of Progs here in the live chat. Progenity, guys. Progenity, like I've been telling you guys, I'm very bullish here on Progenity. When this thing dipped, I told everyone in the Discord, I hope you brought Progenity's dip, which was yesterday. Yesterday dip. I encouraged everyone out there to get this thing, and as you can see here, guys, it does look like it is the bottom of this pattern that we have been seeing here, guys. It is obvious here. Okay, so if this was the bottom, which was yesterday, guys, we can be reaching levels of $5 here on our next leg here in Progenity. But if we take another look here at the... One moment, guys. One moment. All right, I'm back at it. All right, guys. Progenity should be seeing those $5 levels if the pattern repeats itself. Very, very easy. We have been seeing volume above the average here today. As you can see here, 48.72% turnover rate doesn't have too much concern, especially that this stock actually was just coming out of falling wedge. But I do believe that we can be seeing 420 here on tomorrow's trading. So keep this in your watch list, and all my Progenity shareholders out there, can you please write your average cost in the comment section below? And for all you guys that didn't hit that like button already, it is free to hit that like button, guys. Let's get this thing recommended to new viewers. Let's see what the boys back home are talking about. We're gonna take a look here at that chat. We got 94 likes, 95 likes. See some more likes in here. And let's talk about Dad's chat. That's chat. And that chat is showing us some selling pressure here. As you can see here, coming from the recent high, not the 1850, guys, but the recent high that was set at 1729. We're currently seeing $7.61, guys. We have, as long as we don't break that 714 support levels, guys, we should be fine. I do believe that we will approach it, but we should be bouncing off of it. And if we bounce off of it, it should show us some buying pressure. We should see some buying pressure, especially if we approach that thing and bounce off of it. I do believe that that should lead us around 920. But looking here at the order flow distribution, as you can see here, we did see more buying being done on the large scale throughout the trading day. But we do see selling on the medium, but slight buying on the small. But the selling pressure in the pre-market isn't accounted for. Take a look here at the pre-market here in that chat. As you can see here, the slight selling pressure that we see here isn't accounted for. But we do see some institutional pullouts here, dropping the stock for today's low, $7.44, which they reported 43, but a Webull mistake. That's chat. I do believe this is a great investment, not a trade. So whenever you can get a very good dip buying opportunity, you want to go for it. Nio, that's my stuff, man. Nio, guys, when Nio just recently hit that $33, I was telling everyone that this is a very great buying opportunity here in the play. And as you can see here, guys, it very was. Today's high coming in at $44. Closing here at $43.12. We were above the average, but that low turnover rate is a very great sign, guys, that it is a lot of shareholders in Nio for the long run. But as you can see here, the large scale orders on today's trading, we do see some selling pressure on that, but we see overall buying pressure. We see buying pressure here on the medium, buying pressure here on the small. You know, the retail investor is eating up Nio shares currently, guys, so that's a good sign. We know once institutions jump into the stock heavily, that causes retail investors to follow suit. But when a lot of retail investors starts a rally, guys, that causes institutions to sell or either lock in gains. So be aware that we may be seeing a drawback. We may be seeing a drawback here in Nio pretty soon, going to levels of $38. So if you're eyeing this stock, I do suggest you guys to wait until we hit the $38 mark. All right, what else you guys want to take a brief on that? YOLO my buying power in Prague, huh? That ain't a bad mistake. I mean, that ain't a mistake at all. Not a mistake at all. Yeah, guys. FAMI. I was telling everyone about FAMI. As far as FAMI though, I was telling everyone to get up out this play. It was going to see some stagnant trading, and I believe that stagnant trading was going to leave it down to the downside. But far as FAMI, I wouldn't be buying this thing right now, guys. We do need to see a turnover, and we need to see a change in the volume. Okay, this thing has been trading tremendously under its average volume, guys, which is very concerning. Not only that, the turnover rate isn't in our favor with low volume like that. But if we look here at the order flow distribution, as you can see here, this is very concerning for FAMI. As you can see here, we do see the large scale showing us selling pressure, the medium showing us selling pressure, but the small showing us slight buying pressure. So with the medium and the large showing selling pressure, it is a for sure that we was going to see. Bro, my phone finna die, nigga. Point. Yeah, so if we add up all these numbers, guys, that is devastating on the stock. If those large scale orders continue to pour in like that and favoring the outflow, we will be approaching levels of 28 cents here and below here in FAMI. Lola wants to talk about CNCE. CNCE received a huge spike in price here today. As you can see here, we opened at $3.30. Our high was $4.49. Now, huge difference. Our recent low was $2.64. The order flow distribution is showing us some selling pressure on the large scale. Far as the medium in the small goals, though, guys, we do see selling being done on the medium and buying being done on the small. Closing here at 27% gain, though. The estimate, the EPS, guys, is better than the quarter before. I do believe that this thing will actually surprise people here on earnings. But I like this uptrend that we received here before the jump in price, which is a very great sign for tomorrow's trading, guys. I do believe that this stock should be trading around $3.90 here tomorrow, or even more, guys. So keep your eyes out on this play. It's going to be some easy money. Looking here at the 1-minute chart on today's trading, as you can see here towards the end of the day, we do see some huge candles rolling into the stock. We see some institutional pullouts here, so we know it wasn't no major sell-off by retail investors and a whole bunch of investors, institutions and all. That was mostly institutions, but as you can see here, guys, received even more nice buying pressure here in the beginning of the day, setting our day's high at $4.49. Now, the type of free flow that this stock has can and will make the selling and buying of the stock somewhat magnified, so intensified, guys. So keep your eyes out on this play. It should be some easy money moving into tomorrow's trading. Now, guys, this was just a short late night live stream with Obi, guys. I just wanted to see how you guys enjoy. Would you like the late night live streams? Because I do have a lot of downtime during these hours, guys. So with that being said, if you didn't hit that like button already, can you please do so? And do not miss the rundown video, guys. I will be having a rundown video tomorrow. We did the live stream in substitution of that, guys. So be looking out for that rundown video tomorrow. We're going to get those things back on track. Not only that, we're going to start getting our last 10 minutes of trading day live streams back on track as well. So if you're interested in that, guys, let me know in the live stream comments. Also, if you want to become a member of the YouTube channel, if you want to become a supporter of the YouTube channel here, guys, all you have to do is click that join button next to subscribe if you already haven't, guys, because you're missing out on live streams and extra major violets. So with that being said, guys, may the gains be with you.